All right, back to the broader markets. Of course, we talked about at the top of the show, we are going to see a bit of a sell-off in some of the biggest technology names, the five biggies, as we like to call them, with the largest market values, all well over, well, I shouldn't say that, almost all over $1 trillion. Facebook now below $1 trillion, in part because it's been selling off lately, not due to rotation out of technology, but due to its own issues, particularly as they pertain to that Wall Street Journal series of stories a week or so ago. All right, every time we see them sell off a bit, come back a couple of weeks later.
You have to wait, because what happens is we're at the end of the month. Who's ever trying to get rid of these stocks is not done. I mean, they don't just like say, okay, I'm finished, because they have huge, huge positions in these names. And when they started selling futures in the morning, when I used to be a hedge fund, you would see this kind of selling and you'd say, wow. I mean, these brokers are trying to get ahead of gigantic sales.
I do, I think it is important to make the point, Jim. We talk about coming back to these stocks. Amazon and Apple have lagged the broader market dramatically this year and continue to. Amazon is only up a little over 3%. Apple now backing off yet again from its recent highs, is now up 8% for the year. It's not been a great year if you've owned those.
No, it hasn't. And what's happened is that you have to decide whether you want to be in and out of them, in the sense that Alphabet was not a great time for a while, and then it just got reborn. Netflix wasn't great, and then suddenly Netflix. You can't. Microsoft, good example. That I just say, listen, if you flit in and out of these, you tend to miss the moves. But yes, it's been a traders rally. It's been a nat gas rally.
It has. Let's talk nat gas for a moment. So we hear some cheering here from the people who are for the Moneyline IPO. Nat gas is up again.
It's a double.
I mean, every day it seems to be going up 7-8%. I guess we can take a look. We also talk. They're only 3%.
They call it the Widowmaker, and that's because people are short it now. Sharif Suki might
Jim, $2 was where we were for so long.
Okay, Sharif Suki says it does halt at 6.5. Carly Garner, a great nat gas trader, says it's going to run out of steam 6.5, 7. There is a lot of natural gas. It's kind of like the gasoline situation in UK. There is a lot of gasoline.
There is, but we're heading into winter, and that typically does.
Well, nat gas is there is a ton of nat gas. Don't blame the exports. The exports are consistent. Right. Blame the pipeline system, which is not consistent. And it's very hard to get a pipeline built in this country. You certainly don't have a gives you a sense as to just the move over the last 3 months. Of course, if you go back a long period of time, you'll see where nat gas has been for a long time, which is a great deal lower. Europe is suffering far higher prices than we are. 16. That's why Tellurian, if you want a $4 flyer versus Cheniere, which is in the 90s, then bet on that one, because that's one that's on the come. And the other one,
by the way, Tellurian is not yet. They haven't built their trains yet to actually get the stuff out of it.
Oh, no, it's just a dream.
It's a dream.
It's kind of a,
so enormous
like
capital.
Vegas was with Bugsy Siegel.
Right. I mean, I know Freeport pretty well, private, but one of the bigger LNG exports. $14 billion is what it costs to build those things.
These are gigantic projects. And again, if we were down there, we would think, wow, America's an industrial might. Instead, when I listen to the railroads or anybody, we don't make anything here. We assemble. We assemble,
you know
David.
What?